Okay. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Here we go. We need to see each other differently, and even ourselves sometimes. I think sometimes we're looking in the mirror hoping we're seeing something different. And sometimes we need to be on the other side of that mirror looking at the other side. And for you ladies out there, I didn't forget you. It's going to be a while. Quick story. 1966, I was in New Mexico State University. Did everybody hear me all right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get on the mic then. I want everybody to hear this. When I was in 1966, I was in New Mexico State University. This is what started me on this missing people thing. I'm doing some demonstrations for martial arts and things like that, walking over broken glass, fire, all kinds of weird stuff, and breaking 35-pound rocks, and just stuff they just thought was just pretty neat stuff. There's demonstrations for the associate students at MSU. And the lady that worked in the office there said, "Could I talk to you privately?" I said, "Sure." She shut the door, made sure nobody was listening, and I'm thinking, "Wow, where's all this?" And she told me a story. She said, when I was about 16, now she didn't know anything about UFOs. I had never told anybody, this is all off the cuff. She said, when I was about 16 years old, she said, we had a family move in next to us that had a young girl, about 6 years old, 5 or 6, young girl. And she said, and we would kind of play with each other, sandbox and different things like that. Okay. And she said, one day we were playing in the sandbox, and the little girl, she would tell me things sometimes. Was there a storm coming or something? And she just knew. And she said, what the hell was that? She says, one day, I went to, while she was taking her rest, say her little nap that day, she went over and talked to her mother. And talked to her mother, and she says, she's a wonderful girl. We love her mother. She says, but she's adopted, She said, no, I didn't know that. She said, oh yeah, her parents died in a plane crash. Oh, well, how did she die in a plane crash? She said, it's a miracle. Or not. She said, the parents are dead, and they just found her, the baby girl, laying there. Nobody did any DNA testing or anything. They just were grateful that the baby survived. She said, so we adopted her. She said, she didn't do anything. We didn't tell her. She said, okay. She said, well, I'm playing with this girl who made a day off and I'm hanging out. She said, sometimes she'd come over for a sleepover. She said, one night she sat up in bed. And she said, the next morning we were playing. I said, did you notice you were having a weird dream? She says, oh, I was dreaming. I was communicating. With who? She said, them. Who's them? She said, no, I don't get it. She said, my parents think that was me. That I'm the little girl that survived that plane crash. She doesn't know. Parents never told her this. She said that wasn't, the little girl died, just like parents did. I was squeezed. Well, my antenna went straight up at that time. So, of course, I wish I'd known her years before and could have tracked all this down and verified this. But I use this as an illustration, trying to figure out what the world might be going on in some of these other ones. That kind of started my interest in missing people. And there was a group called the Calvin family in 1974. They disappeared, very similar to this 411 stuff that David Palladius does. Excellent book, excellent work. We got this real good stuff. I would be happy for you, delighted for you to read his books and stuff. It's great stuff. He doesn't come to any conclusions. So those of you like me who might want a conclusion, you're not going to get one probably. But it does great work, and it's great work for you to be able to study yourself and look into, and again, come to your own ideas, because that's what it's all about. We have to make up our own mind. And I'm just going to touch on this because what I simply want you to know is that there are families that disappear, and an inordinate amount of them disappear in public parks. They do. I don't know why. I don't know why that's selected, but they disappear in the strangest and weirdest of situations. Sometimes they're children, sometimes, ready for this, sometimes they're hunters, particularly bow hunters. And they just disappear, and nobody can find them. They don't know where. And I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke at you and tell you I know exactly where they're at, what they're doing. I'm going to tell you what I do know. And this is another case, very brief, because I just want to touch on this to set you up for the big one. There's an Inuit village of Eskimos that disappeared. And the short version of this is that Joe Lavelle in 1930 came upon this village. He knew these people, and he'd come through every so often. And he came through, and they're all gone. Food's still ready, prepared, ready to be eaten, and all that and everything. Dogs starved to death out there in chains. An unthinkable act for an Inuit person. Never going to happen. That's their livelihood. That can't happen. Well, anyway, they disappeared, and nobody ever found them. And needless to say, that caused no small stir on the internet. The thing that interested me more than that was the historical aspect of some of this stuff. The Roman Ninth Legion became one of the most feared units in the Roman army. Around 65 BC, the Legion, more than 4,000 trained soldiers, had fought and won many battles in Africa, Spain, Germania, to Britain. The Legion was sent to what was called modern-day Scotland. One day they disappeared. Most historians believe that the demise was not mysterious, but simply that they got transferred or something else. Well, let's give the historians that one and say that's okay. Made a mistake. But there are ships that turn up that don't make any sense either. And there are several of them. And the book of the Damned by Charles Fort, I highly recommend you read. Absolutely straight to hair on the back of your neck. Because these are historical accounts, and one of them is a ship that, not this one, another one, but there are many of them is what I'm getting across. And I'm not talking about the Bermuda Triangle or something like that. I'm not talking about that. There are ships, and this one particular one, like this one, the crew just disappeared. Cargo's intact, hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars of cargo present. And everybody's going. Many times no sign of struggle. In one case, in the other ship, the captain's dog's teeth were barred in fright where he died. All the people are gone. And unfortunately, when you find a ship like this, of course, you have rights. You can claim it, salvage rights. Of course, the big problem is when all these people are missing, guess what they're going to do for you? You're all going to be charged for murder. You didn't find millions of dollars stuff out there, and the crew just jumped off the boat, swam away, and drowned themselves. They wonder where the bodies at and what you did to them. And this often is the case in these rare cases like this, where missing people turn up in these boat deals. Well, I'm going to go to the army one. This one I like a lot. The Roman Legion one, maybe they got transferred or something like that. But this was a little more fun because in 1915, Suvia Bay, Turkey, in front of 3 witnesses, something really strange happened. This company of 266 British soldiers walked into a mist, a cloud, and disappeared. Never to be seen again. Now trust me on this. I've been to Turkey twice. The Turks, if they did it, they'd brag about it. It told you how they whipped those guys so bad. They didn't even know what you're talking about. So after the war's over, they're all discussing this stuff. Where's our guys? And they said, we have no idea. We don't know what you're talking about. They just disappeared. We have had abductees, believe it or not, walk into a cloud, the same way, and disappeared. Later came back after their abduction account. My point is, it's the same, it may be the same cloud. You always get this, I just want to put this together this way, they always get these disclaimers, that these people coming at me saying, well, the CIA did that, and you're part of it. Just must want to admit it right now. Okay. One of these was a friend of mine, Ted Oldfence, if I know him, he's a good guy. Cattle mutilations work started in the 90s, probably was best started by him. He did some wonderful work in the cattle mutilations area. And he asked me, he said, Derrel, when you come to San Francisco to this conference, I want to take you to dinner. I said, okay. So I knew that if Ted's buying you a dinner, you're fixing to get served up. He's sharp as a tack. He's an ex-cop too, Black Alabama police officer. So we get there and I get my steak all together and looking at him, and he says, I want to know what you know about cattle mutilations. I said, man, you're the expert. Why in the world you ask me something like that? What do I know about cattle? You're the man. That didn't work. And he knew it. He just squints at me. I want to know what you know about cattle mutilations. This guy's tough as nails. He knows how to end me properly. I said, well, I don't know very much. I said, I'll tell you what I do know. I said, I suspect you got several kinds. He said, like what? I said, I think they do them, a lot of them. He said, who's they? I said, it ain't us. He said, who else? I said, I suspect that we do. He said, who's we? I said, the intelligence community. I said, they're in on this too. Anybody else? I said, yeah. I said, in my opinion, there are some people involved in this that are not intelligence folks, nor are they the alien. He said, who would they be? I said, people who are fascinated with the alien. Would give anything in the world to make contact. Those stupid contactees and abductees just don't get it. If only the alien would abduct me, then they would truly understand how evolved we truly are. I could be the emissary. I know how to reach them. I understand those guys. And some of them are very medically inclined too. They do real good surgical work. He said, well, how do you tell the difference in any of this? And I said, you tell by the equipment they use and how they do their work. I said, every one of them have a different signature. You can tell the difference. Yeah. Just don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. So he says, anything else? I would not get off my back. I said, I suspect your cattle go in the dark. What color? Oh, I know I've stepped in it now. He's tough. I said, kind of a blue color. Where'd you find that out? Who told you that? I said, look, I'm an ex-cop. I'm not stupid. I investigate stuff. I find out things too. I said, but that's okay. I said, my cattle go in the dark too. Are you talking about abductees? Yes. More than one color? Yes. Oh my God. Do you think there's a correlation? Yes. Does the color have different meanings? Yes. Oh my God. Oh, is there different nanometer lengths? Yes. I mean, we're sitting there having a blast. And then he finally goes here and puts his cop hat back on and says, you know, I think the military's involved. They're doing all this stuff. I said, well, you're wrong. No, I'm not. It's just you are. And we're afraid for buddies to think of it. He's going to pull it. He's going to push his thing to the nth degree, which is what this slide's about. Well, he said, you're wrong. And I said, Dad, the fact is that the intelligence community understands this stuff. They know how. And he said, we have seen black helicopters around these things. We know that's not the alien. We know that. And I said, thank you, Ted, for observing that. I totally agree with you. How in the world do you think a black helicopter found out where the cow was at that had a certain nanometer length of blue fluorescence on it in the middle of Podunk, Kansas? He didn't know. He's got to look at him. I said, Ted, I said, all I got to do is call the DSP satellite with proper credentials and say, do you notice any cattle, horses, whatever it is we're looking for in this area, this free-state area? Because that DSP satellite's got 3 big lenses on it: infrared, ultraviolet, invisible light. It's the one that can read your watch for real still with 2,300 miles up. It's very sensitive. That's not even classified. So I said, all I have to do is call and ask that, and they'll run that scan from these geosynchronous satellites, and they'll run it across there until if they see anything with that nanometer length, anything, cow, horse, deer, doesn't matter, they'll send the information back to whoever requested it that has the authority to ask that. And say, sure, we have a cow in Podunk, Kansas at this particular ranch area at these coordinates, and then all of a sudden a black helicopter shows up. I said, that's how they happen. Well, I still think you're wrong. I said, Dad, don't make me embarrass you right here in front of God and everybody. He said, you got a case, make it. I said, okay. So you got a case of thousands, excuse me, that's not correct, tons, thousands, tons of meat that have fallen from the sky and landed. So what makes you think that somebody in the intelligence community did an army or whoever? I said, now let me finish my story. If I'm going to step in it, let me do it. You don't need to help me. Tons of meat fell from the sky. And then the tons of meat that fell, they found several different things. One of them was some of the meat was not cattle, it was human. There were parts, lungs, heart. Many of them were sliced. This still didn't prove to me that the intelligence community didn't do it. I said that was in the 1880s. Who do you think the CIA did that? Who do you think the CIA is operating tonight in 1880? Give me a break. So my point is to you, Ted, is you're a brilliant man. You're a great guy. But the fact is that this stuff is older than we imagine. It's been around for a long, long time. Which brings me to the case I really want to talk to you about. Really kind of fun case. This is still working? Okay. That best right there? You got it? In the back? Good. Okay, this is the case I told you about in the beginning where we got them to respond to us. This is kind of a really important case because if true, and I use the words if, because you have to make up your own mind. If true, the alien's not nearly as smart as one of us think they are. And if true, we may know where some of these so-called missing people may be or have been or how they got where they went. And if true, we may learn some other things too here that are absolutely stunning. So I'll give you the short version. The short version is in 1991, the 92 era, I wanted to do an experiment. I Some people call me the alien hunter, and the reason they do that is because somebody actually figured out that he hunts aliens. In fact, this is a true story. I hunt them that hunted me, and later hunt my son. That's the important thing. And what I need to do is to be able to catch that the only way you're going to do that is to actually outsmart them. They're not stupid in any sense of the word, but they do make mistakes. If you understand their thinking, get into their headspace like they've been in yours, you said that's impossible. You can't get in the native's headspace. If you're an abductee, you already have been. You probably did it as a victim. I heard what they told me. Did you know that you could do more than that? No, then they told me I couldn't hear anything or wouldn't know anything further. That's because you accepted their suggestion. If you don't accept that suggestion, guess what's going to happen? You do something else. So here's what we did. I went to a contactee, and a contactee is a person who likes these guys or they like them, and they kind of think that they're here to save the planet or help us do something better. It's okay if they do that. Abductees are people who don't like that. They think they've been kidnapped and violated or whatever. So I fall in that second category. So I tried to contact you. One of mine, Houston, and I asked the question. I said, I need some help. I need to volunteer. So what do you mean? I said, I need to borrow your brain. And she looked at me and laughed and said, okay. You've never charged us a dime for anything. You've helped us with everything in our lives, blah, 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 for years. What do you need? I said, I just need your brain. I just need you to sit there. I'm going to record it. Like, she said, what are you going to do? I said, I can't tell you. I can't tell you a thing. Because anything you tell her, I promise you the alien will do that. They will download that information. They will know everything rapidly. So here's the deal. She said, well, what do I need to do? And I looked at her, smiled, and said, sleep. Good. That's all I needed her to do. That's it. At that point, I did something that was kind of neat. I found a memory inside another abductee, having been in the intelligence business before. If that information I found again is true about the alien, if they found that out, this would be terrible. If it's true, I don't know if it's true, but the only way I'm going to find out is to make sure that they do find out about it in a controlled way that I can control. So I put the information in her as a memory. Does that make sense? Now she thinks this is her memory. I install amnesia on the back side of it so that if they ever decide that's bad stuff and they don't know where it came from, I don't want them to know. So I installed amnesia so she couldn't figure out where it came from. Then I installed amnesia on the front side of the memory so she didn't know she had it in there. Then I set up a specialized post-hypnotic suggestion so that when she got within 20 inches of her next captor, which is the little cosmic skinhead guy, and when she got in front of me within 20 inches, she would come out of her trance automatically and work this information out. It worked. It's really cool. It, in fact, it worked a little better than I had planned on. So about a month later, she gets picked up, and she's wandering around and drifting around like they do, and incoherent, until he gets real close to her, and all of a sudden she pops out of his stupor and looks at him and says, what I did not want her to say, Derrel knows what you're doing. Derrel knows what you're doing. Oh my gosh. All things to say, please don't do that. But she did. So at least now they have a name. And she blurted out the information as if it were her own memory. She said, for the first time, Derrel, in 30 years, I saw emotion on his face. She said, I've been abducted since I was 3 years old, for 30 years, and she said he was visibly upset and shaken when I told him whatever it was I told him. She said, what did I tell him? I said, I don't know. Of course I did. About a month later, they came back and got her, my senior investigator, and 6 other people in 2 states and several cities with small craft all got abducted at the same time, December 8th, 1992. Story is really interesting. They get all of those people in Florida, Texas, and so on. One was my senior investigator, and they take them, all of them, to this massive craft that's near the moon at the time. You say, how do you know that? I'll explain that in just a moment. Show you the film footage if you like to see it. I don't have it with me, but I'll tell you where it's at. You can get it. It's still on the internet. It's not our film. So, they all get taken to this massive craft, and I find out about this late, after the fact. They also get picked up on December 8, 1992, and December 11th, 3 days later. An ocular implant falls out of a lady's eye, one of the people in the abduction. I get that. Start talking to her to realize, this is weird. We got 8 people acting weird. What's going on here? Talked with a senior investigator, said, looks at these fingernails, and said, you need to hypnotize me. He said, there's something wrong. My fingernails are growing. I have to trim them 2 or 3 times a day. Something happened. Sure enough, it did. I separated all these people so they couldn't communicate, talk to each other, nothing. Worked with every one of them, and they all had the exact same story. They were all taken by small craft to a big craft. It was, as I took, the engineer told me, you're probably going to have a problem with this. I said, just tell me the truth. He said it was approximately 50 miles thick and 600 miles across. Ever wonder why you can't find their planet? What would you need a planet for if you had stuff like that out there? Wow. Gets better. So my senior investigator says, he looks at me and says, you look like you're not quite agreeing with me. I said, I need a little more substantial things than that. And he said, I thought you would, so I brought the video. And he had a video under his arm. Then he showed it to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is, wow. I work with him, get all the information. And first thing we find is he gets taken, and so does the lady I programmed. These 2 get taken to 2 separate rooms. And there's I call them mid-level management. You got the alien, then you got the guys who run the show. The real guys. The alien's not really in charge of anything. This is what they're told. These guys, 2 guys are sitting there, and their purpose is to find out what went wrong. Of course, Dale didn't have a clue. He's just like, what? He said, there's this Nordic guy standing there, big, tall, 6 foot, 6'8", 6'6", 6'8", huge guy, standing there. He said, there's like a praying mantis guy standing there, and he lists out the 7 flavors of alien. We're all standing there in a row beside, while the big guy sits in the chair. And pardon my voice, I've been speaking for 3 days, 3, 4, 5 times a day, so I'm running out of gas here. And he said, the big guy's sitting there. They're all there. Bigfoot's standing there. All of them. And he says, the big guy looks over at me, mentally says, why did he do that? He said, I didn't know what in the world they were talking about. He said, then all the imagery came forward instantly to me. He said, I realized who it was, what happened, and it was you. He said, why did you not tell me about that? And I said, I didn't want to tell you about that because anytime I tell you anything, the aliens find out about it. So anytime I want you to know anything, it's when I want the aliens to know about it. It's that simple. So, there are 3 things that are important about this big meeting with the 2 big guys. In each room, they asked the same identical questions to her and to Dale at the same time. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. The 3 questions they asked, number 1, why did he do it? Which is kind of a big deal. The second question, of course, Dale didn't know the answer, and this made the guy sitting in the big chair furious. The reason he was furious is because when he asked you a question, or an alien or anybody, they get an answer immediately. They get very upset. They're in charge. They don't take anything from anybody. The second question he asked, what is Project Prometheus? Now that's kind of a weird question for somebody in mid-level management to ask. That's a question about the government. That's an intelligence operation. Apparently they had abducted some guy who blurted out some information about Project Prometheus. Project Prometheus, we later found out, was a project to steal technology from the alien for the purpose, of course, of mankind, which means the intelligence community. You don't get any. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it is. We will decide for you what you need. So that was a huge question. They asked the girl the same thing in the other room, same questions. And the third question they asked was they produced a computer-generated holographic image of a brain in front of Dale. The computer holographic image of a brain, it was produced there, it's moving like in a computer graphic midair. And the big guy in the chair looked at it and said, I want you to point to the human soul. Where is it? Now, why would they ask a question like that? This is a super big meeting of a crowd, 50 miles thick, 600 miles across. We know everything. Why are they asking that question? In the other room, the only difference in the question is with Pat. They produced, she said, it's like, should I use the word computer screen because I don't know what it was. It was kind of like a computer screen, and there was an image of a human brain there. And I said, yeah, and she said, they asked me, the big guy in the church said, point to the human spirit. We want to know where it's at. Now these are really weird questions for aliens to be asking. Really weird questions. Number one, they don't know. Number two, they want to know. Which begs several questions for me, like, because I get tired of hearing stuff. Well, you know, we're just pond scum and barely crawl out of primary lose, you know? And they're coming here to help us because we don't have a clue. Somebody came a long, long way to ask stupid questions like, where's your soul? Where's your spirit? They don't even know this stuff, real basic stuff. That's my thinking is, my personal view is that you're so unique, there's not anything like you anywhere in the universe. And somebody knows that. You're the only one that doesn't. You're still trying to figure out if your pond's good or not. Or you're trying to figure out if you're, worthy to be helped by the alien or whatever whopper they want to tell us. So I want to run several things past you that we found on this craft. This is kind of fun stuff. I think you'll like this. Let's go over here. That's what the ship looked like. When I said that, I'm saying this is 50 miles thick, 600 miles across. It had these huge openings where you could fly in, and they apparently did. If the story is true, and I think that we have enough evidence that we think it is true, so this thing is massive. If you had craft that big, and especially several of them, and if you look on the internet very carefully, look at some really good imagery, you'll actually see craft that are much bigger than this near the sun. Apparently taking plasma from the sun. I don't know what they are, I don't know who, I wasn't there, I don't know. But they're even a lot bigger than this thing, which would suggest to me why the quote-unquote idea of where's their planet, because I keep asking that all the time, and they can't give me an answer. They'll tell you stuff like, in the Vega system, why is it always so far away I can't see it? Why don't you just tell me the truth? You're located over there, you got some of your stuff located near Saturn. Why don't you just tell me that? Because I can look at that. We got satellites looking at it. In fact, somebody did look at it. Guess who was invited to a JPL meeting when the Cassini project was launched in 1997? Why in the world would you want to invite me and my doctor to a meeting like that? First, nuclear-powered craft is going to go to Saturn and see wonderful things. And they had a question and answer time today. Does anybody have any questions? I said, yeah, I'd like to know who I am. You don't invite me to a JPL NASA meeting and do a wonderful presentation like that and expect me not to ask a question. Why are we going there? What did you find in the system there at Saturn that caused you to stop going toward Mars, drop the moon, and go there? Take a left turn and go out there at Saturn.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending tonight. And there's gifts for everybody in the back.
And that was the way it went down. That's the way it went down. They gave us free gifts and it ended up story. I didn't get invited back to JPL. So, and that's okay. We'll show you something. This one kind of floored me. A senior investigator, after the big inquiry, and the guy in the big chair left, two things happened. You'll like this. The little gray alien, after they instructed the little gray alien to do processing or whatever it is they do. And he came over to Dale, grabbed his hand, starts walking off. And Dale looked at me and said, "You did that." What did I do? What did I do? He said, "I took control of the gray." I said, "Yes. I didn't know I could do that." I said, "Do you know that now?" "Yes." I guess they're not all powerful, are they? It depends on who's in charge, who's focused and who isn't. He said he could not obey their command from the big guy to take him. He said, "I was standing there and the little guy was just shaking because he couldn't take control of me." And finally Dale let him go, and the little guy looked at him and said, "Mentally, why did you let me do that?" He said, "Because we don't do that stuff to people." That was just a totally unheard of, stupid answer. The alien just couldn't believe that. If you're in charge, you're in charge. You don't give that to anybody. So Dale learned his first lesson, and he wasn't the first one. We've had to take these little guys over. They're not all anything. The question is, if you've been in their headspace before and they've been in your headspace, you probably have enough information to do some pretty good work. Because you're in effect a trained observer, you just need to know what to do. Dale then is transferred to this room, and there's this big Nordic guy who loves Dale, by the way. He's been seeing him since he was a kid. And the guy likes him real well because Dale's, I don't know how to say this in a way, he's malleable, compliant, obedient, does everything we tell him to do, not like me. So Dale sees this map-like thing on the wall. Ancient aliens saw this, they went completely wild. I mean, completely wild. "Oh my God, can we have that? Oh my gosh, wow, that's really great." I said, "This is not going to fit the narrative of ancient aliens. This whole entire story is going to defrock your view." "Oh, we want to see it anyway." I said, "You're going to have to spin this pretty different because this is not what you guys think." In a nutshell, Dale's sitting here, sees this big three-dimensional like map on the wall, has no idea what in the world it is, and there's a little tiny area there. It's just a little white spot. And he asked and there's some markings and things up there, and he asked the Nordic while he's doing his stuff, "What's that?" "That's our interaction with you." "Okay. Well, what's that?" He said, "That's the last period of time that we have with you. The one we're in now." "What do you mean?" "That's the last 100 years that we have." What do you mean?" "Kind of like checkmate. The game's over. That show's over." This 100-year period, of course, Dale, being an engineer, what would he do? He's got time to sit there and do nothing. He multiplies that little spot times the whole roadmap. I said, "Did you come up with a figure?" He said, "I did." He said, "About 6,000 years." He said, I said, did they give you any sense of what's going to happen after that? Or even where we're at? He said, they did not, he did not elaborate if this were in the last 10 years, last 5 years, or first 5 years. He said, he said, I have no idea. I don't know. He said, all I know is that as far as he was concerned, that little section, when it's finished, this game is over, whatever that means. He did not elaborate on what he said. My suspicion is that the alien, quote-unquote, program will be over. That show didn't work. And they're going to do something else. Well, what about the alien? The alien's not in charge. I told you that 1,000 times you've read the regulations. They're not in charge. But listen to me carefully. Think of them as an avatar. And somebody else is using it. No, they're sentient beings from another world. Like they're from Vega, they're from wherever. Okay. If that works for you, that's good. In Dale's home, the first thing I did is go to his home and check for evidence. The little gray alien would always pick Dale up, put him in the little small ship, walked up the staircase here, and he said, Derrel, for the first time, he said, I saw him with a utility belt like thing, a utility belt, and so I've never seen him like that. Normally he's just nude, he just comes up, picks me up, takes me away, and that's it. He said he had a little harness and a utility belt on, and he said, and I went there at his house, and all the nails up this hall, you see them right there? Those two get big. If a good sheetrocker your house, they put two nails side by side. That's how you do it right. The nails are pulling out of the sheetrock from inside out. At the same height, the alien walked up that stairwell with that utility belt harness on. Nails pulled out sheetrock all the way up the stairwell. On top of the roof where the blue light shone, where he supposedly came in, or whatever it is they did, the blue light shone here. This piece of, there's a piece of metal, this is called vinyl siding, this is aluminum siding here, this is the aluminum part. It's gone, it's laying on the ground out here, and nails have been pulled out almost magnetically, and they're laying there on the roof, and I'm pointing at them, they're all over the roof. The nice thing about somebody who's cheating and making this stuff up is you can actually, this is a soft aluminum fascia. If anybody's taking that out in any other way, it will damage it. You can see it in an instant. There was no damage to the fascia whatsoever. I definitely knew that. And this is the part I want to get to. Two parts. One, there were eight of my people taken. 8 of them, for sure. 8 of them taken. And one of the people is the most honest lady I've ever met in my life, just wonderful. And I asked her, what happened? Where'd you guys go? She said, we were all taken to this huge holding tank. She said, there were hundreds of people in there, hundreds. And I said, okay. She said, do you have any idea why? She said, I have no idea. She said, I don't even know why we're there. I have no idea. And she said something that just absolutely floored me, because people ask me this all the time. They say, don't you think that there are good aliens and bad aliens? And my general response is, you mean like when I handle a kidnapping case? Do the parents ever come to me and say, there are good kidnappers, Mr. Sims, and there are bad kidnappers? They just don't say stuff like that. They don't. So that didn't work. And so I asked the lady, I said, is anybody else there? And she said, Derrel, if I tell you this, I don't think you're going to believe word. I said, tell me anyway. She said, you know that woman, that strange woman with the fake bouffant hair style? This lady with the hairstyle, I said, that hybrid type thing's been, you guys been seeing for the last 20 years? She said, yeah. She was in there. I said, that's fascinating. I said, anything else? And she said, I was very troubled and upset and scared and everything. And I said, and this is just profound, if true. She said, one of the aliens came over and comforted me. I said, who? And she said, I don't think you're going to believe this. And I said, who? She said, a reptile. I said, no, why in the world would they do that? My impression was, and I'd never told her this, she's passed away since then, and I never told her this, and never told anybody else until now. My impression is that there is a fifth column among them that do not go along with this business at all. And that's what he was there for. He was letting her know. He's letting Derrel know. Something else is going on. One of our implants, first implant we removed, 1995. He said, what do you think of that? It's fascinating stuff. It's actually first I worked on this, and I said, this is too easy. This is way too easy. Somebody set that so I would find it. Somebody's been helping us. This I found fascinating. Now, there were hundreds of people there. We don't know whether they were taken back or what. We don't know. We just don't know that. We know our people did, so we assume everybody else got taken back. But while we were there, Dale said when they finally got ready to get rid of us, they were taking us down a hall that was so huge. He said, Derrel, I can't even tell you how immense this thing was. And it was dark. It was just immense. And I said, what else? And he said, well, they told us, all keep our eyes straight ahead, pay attention, look straight ahead, do not look anywhere. He said, of course, everybody's real obedient, they did. He said, the problem is, I said, was it, Dale, did you peek? He said, yes. What did you see? He said, and he drew it. I've got a picture, he drew it, and that's why this is a model. He said, it looks kind of like an elephant. It's not, it's a dinosaur. It's called a platodon. If you want to see a better illustration of it, in the Houston Natural Museum, they have a model of a gigantic carcharodontic shark eating a platodon, the size of an elephant, of course. You see how big this thing is? That's the platodon. The reason this was so fascinating for me, I said, did you see anything else? He said, yes, there were other dinosaurs there. I said, well, wait, stop, wait a minute. You mean to tell me these dinosaurs are all dead, laying there, or whatever? He said, no. He said, I don't think any of them are dead. I said, what are you saying? He said, I think they were all in suspended animation. Again, never caught Dale lying, never caught him stretching the truth, never, the guy's as flawless, he's a perfect abductee in my opinion. But he drew this thing and we were very confident with it. One of the things that we found fascinating in the report on the Skinwalker Ranch, they had dinosaur prints show up in the mud up there. Not in stone thousands of years ago, but in the mud, like recent. Where are you going to get a dinosaur at? From the dinosaur shop. Where are you going to get dinosaurs from? Where you say, where are you going to get dinosaurs from? You're going to get them from the same place everybody else did, right here. I doubt that there's a platodon on Mars. I don't think that's the case. Where are the aliens getting all their DNA? Whoever's making the aliens, where they're getting their DNA to construct, make, hatch, or manufacture these aliens? Probably right here. If you take your UFO hat off and just look at the evidence, you may notice that the DNA of each one of these creatures, the Bigfoot, which they just checked the DNA on and found this modern human woman and an ape, a simian creature of some kind. Where do you get modern human woman, simian DNA?
50 million years ago, back in the Jurassic period.
You don't. So, where did you get this kind of DNA? Modern human women are kind of available. they're from around, you know. If you get some DNA from them, you can mix it with the simian and come up with Bigfoot. Is that them? I don't know, but that's what they say they found in the DNA testing, I was told. If you look at the praying mantis, where do you get praying mantis DNA? Probably from planet Earth. This is the cosmic Walmart. They're getting the DNA from here, taking it back out there, maybe to a craft like 50 miles thick, 600 miles across. Maybe there's a special room in there for Dr. Moreau for the alien works and does his transgenic work, creating, constructing, hatching, and cloning these type creatures that show up down here, and they show up on other craft as well. Can we prove this? No, can't do it. These are still stories. That's the only thing I don't like about stories. You can't prove it. The only thing we can prove is that we have the ocular imprint that fell out of the lady's eye at the mass abduction. We do have all the damage from Dale's home that was done. Then one day, Dale called me on the phone, and years later, and said, "You need to get over here right away." It's okay. Just bring your camera. I got over here, and his wife is a black lady, and the fascinating thing about her, of course, I asked her what race are you. She just looks at me and laughs. She knows what I'm talking about. She's called Cherokee Irish, you know that. 45% of these people are that are abductees. Black Cherokee Irish. Interesting, fascinating stuff. But still, why are we here? My wife's sitting over there and says, talk to her. I'm like, okay. She's a real tough lady. She doesn't take orders from anybody. So she and I are going to get along real well. So, okay, sweetie. So I turned the camera on. She said, "I don't like that. Turn the thing on." I said, "No." She said, "Better do what I say." I said, "It's not Dale. I do what I want." She's like, "I can't believe you said that to me." I said, "You're not being bossed around anyway." She said, "What?" We know each other for a long time. So I said, "What is it that bothers you about the camera?" She said, "That little red thing." So I took a piece of black tape, put it over the red part, showed we were recording. I said, "How's that?" She said, "Okay." The camera's still, I have the film. I like doing that. I said, "Why are we here?" He said, "Ask her." She said, "Do you remember the time when Dale was taken in that mass abduction back in 1992? She said, "Ma'am, I was awake when it happened." "You what?" "I was awake when the little guy with the harness came up the stairwell." "When were you going to tell me this?" "I wasn't. Dale and I were just talking and I blurted it out and I didn't like it. And then he calls you over here and I don't like that either." I said, "You love it, you know it. Start telling me what happened." She described her arguing with them. She argued with them. She got into it with them. I said, "Sweetie, how long has this been going on?" She said, "Oh, every time he gets abducted," she said, "I've seen him get taken. I've seen how they take him out of here." "Why didn't you tell me this?" She said, "Because, I don't know, nobody's business. You're the investigator, you're bigger than that." That's her. That's just what she is. She's tough as nails. So, two things. I was there for two reasons. One was that. And this one I think you're going to like. And I'll close with this. And answer any questions if I can from you. The second is that we got that case. It was amazing. Absolutely got it all on tape. And the tape's still going. And I said, what else? And he said, "I went on a plane trip, this last trip," and he said, "Something happened on the ship. I need for you, on the airplane, I need for you to find out what went on. Something weird went on." It's okay. So, we did some regressive work with him and finally get him in the van. I'm pretty sure I got him in memory, testing. Sure enough, he's in memory. He's on the airplane, flying along, sitting on the left side, looking out the window. And he said, they're fixing to take off first. And the pilot says, "Well, we're going to have a little turbulence on the way, so everybody just strap in and stay in your seat, please. We'll be there. We're going to be about 10 minutes late because of turbulence." Whatever. They take off. He said, "There's this one kid." He said, "Everybody hated this kid." He said, "He runs around and gets in your face and just kicks on you, does anything he wants, and they will not control him." Everybody's just so mad. This kid can't stand it. So anyway, we're up in the air flying along, and all of a sudden he said, I'm sitting next to the window, and I noticed that the engines aren't running. Now he's in trance telling me this. He's like, he's looking out the window. I said, what is that? And he says, the engines quit running. Both of them? Yeah. Are there any clouds out there? Yes. Are they going up? Must be falling, in other words. And he giggles, no. Looks at his watch. That's it. Keeps on ticking. He's got a real sense of humor. He's an engineer. What do they think? And he looks around and he can't believe it. He said, everybody's like frozen in his spot, including the insane kid. He said, he's like, Dennis and Menace, they just couldn't stand this kid. He said, they're off. I said, okay. And all of a sudden he goes, what is that? No, I don't know. I mean, he's breathing so hard, it's unbelievable. I said, I've never seen Dale ever in any events like this. Like, what in the world is going on? He said, it's manifesting right there in the middle of the hall in the aisle of the airplane. Is it an alien? No. What is it? I don't know. Okay. And the thing gets over close to him and tells him something. I said, and Dale's sitting there. Does he say anything? Yes. He's still sitting there. What is he saying? He's just so stunned by his presence, he just can't talk. So I have to squeeze him this out. And all the cameras moving and stuff recording all this. My wife's still sitting down making it work. So he says, he said he's going to help you. I said, yeah, he's going to help you. So that's why he came there to tell you he's here to help you. And he said, no, he said he's going to help you. I said, that's what I said, he's going to help you. It's a confusion technique. I want him confused. I want him upset. I want him to screw up. Because if there's any way he's lying, hallucinating, or doing anything, I'm going to catch him. That's the whole point. Finally, we get so mad, he said, no! He said he's going to help you. You, Derrel, not me. I said, oh, I couldn't get that right. I'm sorry. And so he tells his story, and then all of a sudden he goes, I said, what's that? He says he's starting to, he's dissipating, he's going back away, wherever. Then all of a sudden, he said, the engine started up. And now all the people are like moving like nothing ever happened. Little kids acting stupid, kicking on stuff, beating on everybody. He said, and then we get to the airport, and he said, we got there 20 minutes early. 20 minutes early. We're going to be late 10 minutes because of turbulence. We're there 20 minutes early. He said, I did not say one word to anyone about anything because no one knew anything, and I did not want to be detained on that airplane for having hallucinations. The fun part about this whole thing that I'll end with is we played the film back, and the film worked perfect. Up on the mass abduction where we talked about the dinosaur and all that. The minute that I asked the question, what did he say? It's that black and white, the little black and white speckles like on a TV screen. No, none of the words recorded, although the record button is still on. Tape's still going, but there's nothing to record. I have no idea what that's about. That was totally off the charts, weird. But I got thinking that we looked at the Skinwalker Ranch thing, and when I heard about the dinosaur prints that showed up there, and there's other stuff too, and missing people and stuff. If you put the dots together and you start looking at these cases, and some of this stuff is so clear. Others are not. It's a little confusing, no question. Some of it's so clear what's happened. When we saw this massive craft and how big it was, and again, I put Dale in there, I said, I want to see the film. Loves the film, and I said, where'd you get it? He said, during the time of mass abduction, of course, we knew the time, he said, the guy in Japan was filming the moon. on his own. And he said he filmed this massive craft go across the moon, and of course we got the whole film footage. That's not the first time that a craft that huge has been seen before. It's been on film. But it's important because this was recorded by apparently an astronomer who's recorded this. And of course, Derrel just checked the times and realized this is pretty close to our time. So maybe this is it. We don't know. Can't say definitively if that was the one or not. But I can tell you one thing: there are other craft that have been spotted. Some of them are from stolen NASA footage, and these craft are huge. They are not. You call it motherships, you call it whatever you want. It's called a grand mothership. They're big, they're huge. And which would suggest to me that these craft, the reason that alien, I just don't know where, if they haven't planned, I don't know where it's at. I've never had them convince me of any of that. But the idea of having craft that are massive does make a ton of sense to me. It really does. Because you don't need anything at that point. You have everything you need. And if that one is correct, that it's shown, that one is taking plasma from the sun, that thing was bigger than several planets. It was huge. If that is the correct film, and I suspect it was, if that's true, they have an energy source that's probably fairly easy. I mean, they don't have proper energy at all. We do, but they don't. So maybe that's where the dinosaurs, the fresh prints came from. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, Dale was absolutely sure. He said, as an engineer, he said, we were close enough to these creatures. He said, my sense was none of them were dead. He said, they were in suspended animation. He said, and I don't know why. He said, I just don't know. The time frame, the timeout, the statement that was made by the two entities, where is the human soul? Where is the human spirit? These just absolutely floored everybody on that crap. Everybody was involved that heard that. They were stunned. I mean, none of this makes any sense. If you are looking at the extraterrestrial hypothesis, it doesn't make any sense at all. It just doesn't. Any question? Yes, ma'am.
On the bigger reticular graves, have you ever come across where there's two different types, a taller grave and the smaller grave? Now, one, have you ever seen them with blue eyes and the other with black eyes?
I did a class, I showed a class yesterday on the human alien, the alien bodies. And if what I showed was correct, and I think it is, one of them's got a pair of blue eyes.
And he's like, he's the gray?
About that long. I don't know what he is. About that long, doesn't have any genitalia, no belly button. And the government owned him at that time.
Yeah, are they like taller than the black eyed ones, or the same size?
Okay, there are different sizes of entities, in my opinion. You got the little guy, cosmic skin that always picked me up. Then you got the taller guy. This guy's got an IQ about 90, 80 or 90. The taller one is called the doctor sometimes. Somebody's going to cut on you or do something, that's the guy that'll probably do it. He's about 5 foot tall. And he's a lot higher than this guy. And this guy, the little guy's terrified of him. They are. They're really afraid of him. This is a bigger version of this guy. He's a lot smarter. He's got an IQ of 140. Then you got a praying mantis up here, who's about 7.5 foot tall. And I've seen him up close in person, and I'm telling you, that guy is smart. He's got an IQ of 180. Sharp as a razor. Somebody may have to manufacture that guy. Somebody's operating here. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. But make it right, it's just my view. So we also found out some other things. Dr. Carl Turner gave me some evidence that we're hopefully this year we're going to get this guy to help us with. The biological evidence that was given to me was a lady was sexually assaulted by something that looked like a large pig on board a craft. And there was a male who came forward later and said he was present and saw that event happen, verified everything that happened. They did take apparently a vaginal sample. Dr. Carl Turner gave that to me. Don't trust anybody with it, but here it is. A forensic scientist did look at it, freaked him completely out. He got mad at her, cussed her out, and told her never bring that back to me. He's surrendered her. He said, don't ever do that again. His answer seems to suggest to me that sample might be biological and metallic at the same time. If true, some of these things seem to be biomechanical, some of them appear to be mechanical, and some of them appear to be biological. Many of them, in my opinion, appear to be operated like an avatar. Because sometimes when you work with the abductee, and you're in memory and not hallucination when you're working with them, if you're careful, you know what you're doing. Sometimes the guy operating the alien will come through. He gets real bent out of shape that you're doing what you're doing. And I'm not the only one that can tell you this. There are other people that had this happen too. And what that tells me is that the guy that they're messing with is not the guy. Someone else is running him, and that is going this way now, like that. And they get real upset when they find out, especially when you get the guys running the avatar, the alien, and you start asking them specific questions. They get really bent out of shape. Like, why have you lied to these people all these years? Why are you doing it? You get really mad. They won't answer any questions. They got all the questions, all these answers right. Millions of answers. They can do anything. And I always ask them the same thing. Will you come to my house anytime, name the date, time, place, I'll not be armed, and I'll meet with you. Never have them show up. Never. Not one time. Only in an abduction case. Never anything else. So there seem to be, to me, these entities are operated by someone else, and they literally use them like an avatar. That's my opinion. Yes, ma'am.
As concerning reptilians that you mentioned, underground bases have a lot of the same reptilians there. We've also seen the graves, the children's invasions. What is your opinion of the Maya reptilian? I mean, the Maya, Maya experience with all of it.
My cases, I'm going to make a qualifier before I answer that. Dr. Carl Turner begged me to work with my house. Please, sir, you're the only one who can please do this. And I'm going to tell you what I told her, in all fairness. I said, Candy, I said, the thing that bothers me about my lab cases is that these people get picked up in their house, and I said, okay, so fine, let's just take this lady we both know, we love her death, she's an honest lady, I know her. Two MPs come in the middle of the night, machine guns. All right, you little kitty right here. I said, this lady is so harmless, if you use harsh words, you hurt her feelings. You don't need M16s.
Take her to an underground base.
Which happens to be located down to the nearest sewer. I mean, right down the street, literally. There seems to be an underground base, like, sure. I go down, lift up the lid, and I find a sewer. I don't find an underground base. I'm not happy. So I said, sweetie, and she said, but Derrel, you could, remember what you did to that one lady when you had her assault the alien, tear his eye cover off? Yeah, you could help her in my labs too. You could help him get through. You could help us. I said, let me carry this scenario to its logical conclusion. And you tell me if I'm right. She says, okay. I'm going to give my suggestion for you to defend yourself against this military guy who's going to machine gun in the middle of the night. What does he need a machine gun for? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Takes you out to his underground base, takes you down 1,000 stories, puts you down there, and all of a sudden, your special post-it-night suggestion works, and they're over having smoke. Smoking, get this one, wasn't it? Yeah, that's pretty good. All the Braves are doing their little thing. And all of a sudden, she reaches over and got this guy's M16, locks and loads. I got you now, sir. I said, we just killed our abductee. She said, what do you mean? I said, you honestly believe she's coming back? She's got their machine gun. You actually think they're going to let her leave now? She said, oh my God. I said, we have to think this stuff out before we just fly off the handle and go, let's go kill some of my lab guys. You might come back dead. That might not be a good idea, Candy. And she said, good point. I said, the problem I've had, Candy, is I've worked with 3 of them already, 3 in a row. And I tell them all the same thing. I tell my abductees the same thing. Catch your line, I'll kick you out. Case I called all 3 of them line. Every one. Not about the whole case, just parts of it. That's not the point. So that upsets me to know, it really does. But, I mean, you don't have to make up stuff. You can just tell me what happened. Weird. Just tell me the truth. So, I quit working with my labs as a result. I got another one that came in with an implant. She's, the military guy did that to me. I said, really? I said, okay. She said, yeah, surgery couldn't move this in my arm. And she gave the implant to a therapist, PhD up in California, Roswell. Therapist brought it to me, looked at it to me, I sent it off to Scotland to be examined, and I look at it, and later, my lab girl shows up at one of the conferences. And she's talking to her friend, and she says, "I over here, this is what I was going to hear what they had to say." Acting like I'm not listening. Yeah, these implants. Notice he doesn't have any my lab implants in here at all. He's still CIA. Notice my lab implants not in here either. They're all the same. I'm sitting over just laughing my head off. Hello, ladies, can I help you? Oh, hi, Derrel. I just wondered where my implant was. I said, "You mean the one that surgery to remove your arm that the military stuck in you?" That one. That's right over there. Right there. See that right there? Little cancer right there. Little thing right there. She says, "Oh, it is in here. Guess I'm not in the CIA now." Funny how that happens. So I said, I had that tested and looked at in Scotland by an independent guy who doesn't know any of this. He said it was low-grade iron. Low-grade iron. This story gets worse. I said, "You lied to me from day one. You lied to the therapist. You used her to get to me." "No, I didn't." I said, "You did. Yes, you did." I said, "You had that surgery removed, right?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Swear it?" She said, "Swear it." I said, "Where's your medical report?" "Doc, you in here? When you do surgeries, do you require people to you actually have medical records, don't you?"
Well, we're just going to go ahead and operate on you. We don't need no records. We just go ahead and cover you, do anything we want to.
"It's not going to happen. My doctor's sitting right back there. I'm telling you, it ain't going to happen. Where's your medical record?" "The CIA." That's got to be the answer. Why do I quit working with my labs? Does it mean they're not real? Do I think some of them have real cases? Yes, I do. But if you're so paranoid that you need to make up stuff or tell me weird things, then I'm not going to work with that. I just can't. I don't have that kind of time anymore. So I did that for a while for Candy because I love her to death. I just love Candy. Help her do anything I could. She's been a friend for years. I do think there are my lab cases. I just can't verify them because there's only one Derrel. I mean, if there are other guys doing this, it'd be great. Some of the investigators I did see doing my lab cases, I was not comfortable with at all, in their methods, nor. When you go into everything predisposed, it has to be this, you've already kind of shot yourself in the foot, in my opinion. But I do think people do get taken, and I do think that my lab cases exist. I will tell you this. A friend of mine, several of them, invented, never told us before, invented an agency. You know what MK Ultra is? That sort of thing? They invented one like that. It doesn't exist. It never has. I didn't develop that. They told me about it. I laughed my head off. Because I've got all these people coming in and tell me, I was in this program and I know all about that. I'll tell you exactly how they did. Then they cut me here, and then they poked hole in my vein, then they did this. In that program? That's the one. It doesn't exist. They made the whole thing up just to see who would bite the bait. That's evil. No, it's not. Because the real MK Ultra people, those are real. It's just a bait. Let's see. Wouldn't you like to have a second group that wasn't? And then the people that were, I'm MK Ultra and I'm this one over here too. Yeah. These guys were even worse. They don't exist. They made the whole thing up. Can't tell you who it is, what it is. I can only tell you that they're very credible, honest, decent people, and they caught some people with their pants down. That group does not even exist. Never has. Ever. But I do believe that my labs exist. I have friends that are claimed to be my lab. My heart goes out to them. I do. It does. There's only one of me, so I have to focus on the alien because I think the alien's a bigger problem to me. So I just have to make a priority. That's all. If I thought I could solve the whole my lab case, and I'd do that too. See, does that make sense? The alien, I think I've got a pretty good handle on him. I think I've got enough evidence on him. I have One of my abductees sent me this. That he scratched the alien during the abduction. We may have a skin sample. That might be interesting. So, we seem to have some pretty good traction there with the alien thing. So, we're doing some pretty good stuff with that. Like I said, more. Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, I have two questions. The gentleman who described being abducted from the plane, did he give any description of the entity?
No,
Okay.
because when he described, the film goes, not one word of any of it got recorded. Now, yes, I overheard it, and my wife overheard it, and she is honest as day is long. You're sorry, but she just golden, absolutely golden. And she knows this phenomenon is real and so on, and she's privy to a lot of it. Sees, unfortunately, a lot of these folks come through, and it's terrible. But I will give you a hint of what I think that was, based on what he said, based on what we heard, what we think it might be. It appeared to be angelic. Now,
Well, that's a bunch of bull.
maybe, I don't know, I wasn't there. However, J.J. Hertek, does anybody know that guy?
Yeah.
He's a good guy, he's a good head. I'm down in Brazil, shortly thereafter, and there's this line of about 100 people waiting to talk to me, to ask questions or whatever. One of them is a guy I've never met before, Dr. Jacobs, and the other one at the end of the line is J.J. Hertek. He comes over and he said, wow, we're going to wait till the last. And I said, why? He's a great guy. But he comes at it pretty much from a very spiritual point of view, which is great. I like that too. He said, I want to know all about this angel stuff that you've seen in this. He said, I know that you know more than you're not telling us. I said, that's true. He's like, great guy. He was black, that's right. Good plan for me. And I said, there is some angelic involvement in some of our abduction cases. I said, I told you, I said, you're absolutely thinking making stuff up. I said, I'll give you one illustration only. In our home, in my home, it's a sacred ground to me. You don't come to my house. A lady that I met in Brazil called and said, I'm fleeing, she's fleeing the alien to get away from him. She said, can I come live with you and your wife for a short while from Brazil? I'll move out a week or so. I said, sure. That's why I talked to her. She said, absolutely, bring her on. It's okay. That went down, that's fine. There's a period that's really significant. So anyway, she's sleeping in a little pallet on the floor in the living room. And she comes out crying and bawling and going on. And next morning, Doris and I were like, what? She said, they came in. The two little aliens came in, the ones that picked her up in Brazil, found her, picked her, came in the wall, and she was so freaked out and so upset, she picked up a piece of stove wood off our fireplace and threw it back on the guy, and he freaked out. He does not want to lose his life because they're not going to heaven after. I'll give you a hint. I don't know where they're going or if they're going anywhere. Maybe they're going to Dell Computer or something. I don't know where they go. But he was very afraid that he was going to lose his life. And so he backed off of her. And this is the first time she ever seen that happen. She's like, whoa, like I can defend myself. Hey, you can, wake up. So she got firewood and everything, and he left. And she's still bawling about this. But hey, you won, you did good. Yay. Go back sleep. So she said, that's not the problem. What's the problem? They always come in threes. What do you mean? Third month, third day, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 times in a row. What? What does that mean? You're coming back tonight. To my house? You're going to Dell Computer quicker than you think you are. So, no, that's a joke. I'm not, I don't want to hurt anybody. Don't think I'm making it look weird. So it's a true story. And God's true story. I was there. So, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm working my computer, waiting, just gotta wait for this 3 o'clock, the witching hour to happen so I can get in there and do something. So, it's a true story. And so I thought, you know, you're missing a really important thing. You're being stupid. You have an opportunity here to do something spiritual instead of busting an alien's head. You could actually try something spiritual, see if it even works, or not. That's information, right? It works, it doesn't, whatever. Okay. So I prayed about it, and had this wonderful peace that everything's going to be fine. It's all right. Guess what I did? I went to bed. In the morning, we get up, she goes, oops. I said, where were you? I guess I got that all backwards or something. I messed up. Here I am. I messed up. I said, what happened? Came through the wall again. If I get this piece of wood, I'm going to hit him. And then something worse than anything I ever imagined in my entire life came through the wall after it hit him. We were waiting for it. Scared her. I was shaking. I dropped wood on the floor. I've never seen anything so evil in my entire life. Never, ever. I said, forget the alien. He's not involved. She said, I was shaking. And she said, and I started crying. I said, what? And I said, it's okay. She said, I'm not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because it's wonderful. I said, what? That the angel that came through the wall, right behind the bad guy, they were so scared and so mortified that both of them left so fast. They were just like, go. It was wonderful. Okay, maybe I did good. I don't know. I said, I'll tell you what, this is the third night, right? I said, listen to me. Look at the alien now. I don't care who shows up. Tonight, at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be there. I have this wonderful, it's a Japanese sword. I spent $1,000 on the blade work alone. Think it's sharp. You can shave with it. And now I'm going to shave somebody. So, anyway, about 2:45 in the morning, I go in there, sit next to her little pallet. You know, I'm sitting there. She says, I said, it's all right. Go back to sleep. She go back over. I am here. And I want to see somebody show up. So, 3 o'clock in the morning, she sets up in slow motion. Exactly, I watch my clock, right on the button. She looks over at me. They know you're here. I said, yes. Now they know that I know. That they know. That I know. That I'm here. And one of these days, those cowards are going to make a huge mistake and come through that wall while I am here. Instead of some poor helpless woman scared out of her wits since she was a child. And it's going to be the saddest day of his little life. We call it sashimi. That's just like speak. This is a joke. It's a joke. It's a metaphor. I'm not going to harm anybody. I have no interest in doing that. But I do like to scare them. I do like that. So anyway, long story short is that she got over that. Everything was wonderful. Everything was fine. Until about 3 months later, my wife and I are eating, at a restaurant. In fact, I told the lady, she said, she got shaking. She was helping me with my first book I was doing, and she was shaking. She says, where are you going? I said, I'm going to meet Doris for lunch. We're going to go in. She said, oh, please, if you go to the movie, so please let me know. I'm so scared. When people are scared like that, something's fixing to happen. They're near. They're already near. So I said, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I left, locked the door, went to lunch with my wife. We were sitting at a hand of God, true story. My wife never lied. That's true to anybody. Call her and ask her. You'll get the same story. We're eating fish sandwiches, really great place, and we're eating, pull everything out, and all of a sudden I, oh my God, there's the house. She said, what? I grabbed everything, threw all the sacks and papers and stuff, sandwiches all over me, grabbed it, made it in the car, get in the car. Threw all the stuff over on her, we all ran off and took off, and I need to tell you, long story short, there was a myth sitting in my house with her at the time, taking a red, long implant out of her ear. True story. In my home,
Who was in the hospital doing that?
the myth showed up in my house. Men like an 8 a.m., like 2 in your out of her ear. Anyway, that's all I can tell you right now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. I truly do. Bravo, wonderful.